Sorry, I ain't got no money. I'm not trying to be funny, but I left it all at home today.
Well, guys, that's the trailer. I'm really excited for this new map. It looks amazing. So we're just gonna go through it now. I do just like to say this is like a general theme for the map. I really like the contrast between the traditional German suburb, like castle medieval scenery, and the futuristic kind of thing. You see, it does feel like medieval with the battering ram at the door. That's a really nice feature they've added, but it's a hovering battering ram and there's robot machine guns everywhere, so they've kind of contrasted it quite well. I really do like it. They haven't gone futuristic. So we're just going to get through it. There's a few things I like to talk about through this, so we'll just start it off, get through this bit. Do like the nice music as well. It's pretty sweet. So here's a main, like a cinematic kind of thing in the background. My idea is this city in the background in this area, I believe, is Numbani. It can't be though, because it's in Africa. I don't know why I've said that. It just looks like just a big city. Like, it looks quite a futuristic with skyscrapers and things. So it does look like a futuristic city. So I believe this is like kind of this, because this is where the humans were holding out, and I believe they wanted to keep their traditional like upbringing and keep the medieval castle and things like that, and not upgrade to the futuristic skyscrapers or anything. But this is a really nice shot. You've got the castle in the back and all the suburbs where you've moved the payload through it first and capture the point. It is quite a big starting area in my opinion, because there is a lot to, it looks like quite a big map and a lot to fight through. So yeah, I really do like it. I like this guard tower. I really hope you can get up inside that, but it doesn't look like it. Maybe get up inside that, maybe like a Hanzo, maybe a fairy even, or a McCree, definitely a widow, and maybe put fire onto the enemies below. These look like some good sniper positions in here. The rooms in like the windows and things, it does look quite like focused ground fighting in my opinion though, because if you look at the windows and things of all of the houses, they look boarded up, so I don't believe there's going to be a lot of like fighting up in the sky like Numbani's, for example. Like when you're pushing the payload, people can just get up the top and destroy you, as well as in Hollywood on the second highway, like west, like Indian type deal section. For where's the name, Eichenwald? I don't know. Like it is a real place apparently outside of Stuttgart. I didn't really research it, but you know, I do like the detail of put even on this, like the rusted signs, like make it look old, and everything looks old, and it's just nice scenery in my opinion. This is quite like a traditional clock, German clocks, because Germans are renowned for the clock, so I like it. They've added in a bit of like realism to it as well, which is nice. This, I believe this is someone's house. This offers like a traditional, what do you think, like German hunting lodge, like house, like not medieval, like just like kind of like a late 18th century, early 19th century, like kind of German hunting lodge, which is nice, like a house. There's some deer antlers, looks pretty sweet. Here we see, I can't make out what that is. I think it's a tank, but it looks like a big tourbillon turret, in my opinion. I don't know where it's got a second gun because it is being covered up by the green bench in this area. I'd like to know if there is. It doesn't look like it, but I'd like to know if there were another one. It's like a big tourbillon turret, but that is on the side of the Omnics, I do believe, because Omnics are the Zenyatta's race, which are like robotics, and they're trying to get out. They to the bad, like Zenyatta's are like the good. I believe they're like the good guys of the Omnics, and they want peace with everyone, but they're not peaceful. In a way, like the other side are not peaceful, and they want to get rid of the humans, and the humans want to get rid of the Omnics, and this is one of the humans' last stands, and the Green Army they're called. I'll read the description out to you in a second after I've said what I need to say. So yeah. Anyway, we're going to move on. This is the bathroom I'm in the back. I think we get a better picture soon. See, there's a lot of dead bastions, obviously, because they must have been like the heavy assault guys. These are like the main focus of this map. They said they're going to bring out a short cinematic scene of Bastion assaulting in this map. So these obviously were like the soldiers of the Omnic army. This is quite a cafe area. This is looks in a way like a kind of a factory area, because you've got that table where maybe the workers sit, and then you've got the forge things on the right, which is nice, and you've got the lovely German countryside scenery in the back, which looks quite nice in my opinion. Here we go. This is where one of the main fights happens, I do believe. Like, I don't like this, probably where it goes past, but I can't see the payload coming from this direction. It might do. We probably could fit it past the turret there, but it is quite tight, so there's going to be no room for like supports on the side of it holding off or anything like that. It's just going to be straight fighting front on front. There's not a lot of high ground. Maybe here you could stand on, get a few shots in, but I believe if that's flat, if that's like not got an edge to it to stand on, I believe it has, though it looks like a bit of a balcony section, so maybe a tourbillon turret or a bastion might be quite effective up there to shoot down on them. Or up here, maybe, obviously a tourbillon couldn't get up there, but something like maybe McCree, maybe, up there. Or a good idea would be a Maywall underneath a tourbillon turret down. That's a good way. That's a good way to be effective with me, definitely. Here you see the oh no, it hasn't got an extra gun. At least we saw that. I didn't notice that. It's kind of like a tank type deal, but that doesn't look like an Omnic thing, because that's pointing towards the payload. So in my opinion, that's kind of maybe like a human tank in a way. That could be a good thing. I don't know where they start. I don't know where the opposition starts. Maybe down here. This might be a stairway where they come up. But here, if they're coming up there, they're just going to destroy them. Or maybe out that door. But that seems quite close, in my opinion. This here is probably the point, because it is a hybrid map. You have to capture a point. Says it in the description below. I will read you that in a second. It's a hybrid map, so it's like Numbani, like I've been saying, and like Hollywood and Kings Row. You have to capture a point and then move the payload. These are my favourite maps because you have a lot of fighting 1v, like a lot of 1v1s on the point, trying to capture that and then move on. That's where your tourbillons and your bastions become effective because the payloads aren't moving straight away. That you could hold them off there and they could not even move. So I really do like those type of maps. That's why Numbani, and I'd say my favourite map is probably Hollywood, just because on defence you've got the aerial fighting, and on the offence you can get flank. It's just a nice map in my opinion, and change of scenery is nice as well. You get the traditional scene at the start and then that Hollywood scene. But moving on, nice bird. That's Bastion's bird. Wait a second, that's Bastion's bird. If we can get a shot of that, it would be nice. Oh no. No, I don't think I'm going to get that. Fuck. So close. There we go. It's one of Bastion's, that is Bastion's. If you know Bastion, a lot of people think Bastion isn't the tank. Bastion is the bird that sits on him. If you have a look at his skins and things. This is the main castle ramp way. This is where the payload comes up and you see where it smashes through. You see the bastions lying here dead as fuck. Maybe if you could get up there, that'd be pretty sweet. Maybe because you surely don't just have to go through the door. That can't be a thing. Otherwise you just get slaughtered by Bastion. In a way, in my opinion, you must be able to get up here. Maybe there's like a fair or something that's got like a jump cable, like a widow or something. Get up, maybe snipe down to the door. That'd be good. At least, yeah. I think so, because these are like castle battlements, and maybe this leads down towards the like the ramp we saw a second ago. Maybe you can get up here. So you might not even have to have a flying capability. You could get there in a Korean shoot down, which would be quite effective. Here you have. I'm guessing this is probably outside. I'm guessing you go this way because this seems like a castle battlement. You could probably get up here. Nothing's going to be that effective up here though. Maybe on here, but here you're just going to get destroyed by the oncoming team. Looks like you can get up here through the stairway onto here, but I don't think anything's going to be effective on there for the simple fact there's no cover. So yeah, maybe these battlements would be good. So you can actually probably use them as battlements, like you would in a castle siege and like a defensive shoot down, or you could get up there as an attacker and cause a bit of mayhem. And McCree would be quite effective there because you could, if there's a way to get up, you could throw it down and stun multiple enemies at once in there. Yeah, here we go. Let me just reverse that real quick. I know I'm stopping and starting a lot, but there's a lot I want to say. Yes, look. Oh, you can get up here as well to like a sniping position maybe. Yeah. So it looks like you can't get on these battlements to get up here, but surely you must be able to. And you can get through here as well. Look. You can come down here and in there instead of fighting here and pinch. This would be because a lot of teams will try and hold this corner. So this allows a nice flanking route right here. Right there, come behind and pinch, kill, move. Because that'd be nice, because then you could move this team, like see split 3 and 3. These are this maybe a 6-man team. Maybe if no one's holding back, then it's going to be a massacre, because you're going to have the pinch, then they're going to be fighting in 2 directions, and they're probably only going to have 1 Reinhardt. You're going to need a Reinhardt for this map to hold. There's a lot of corners you can hold quite effectively as Reinhardt as well, and you'll see Reinhardt in a minute, like at the end, like I showed, like the video showed. But here we go. This is where the action starts, boys. Oh, look at that, that's majestic. Let's just get a shot of that. So this obviously clearly just smash. Oh, that's a good ending. Get a quick drink. I mean, a good stop. It smashes straight through it. There's no fucking around, which is a nice thing, because obviously in the usual payload maps, maybe a door just opens by itself, or sometimes it's not even a door, it just goes through. Like on, like I keep saying Numbani, but it's only map that's good example, because there's a lot of high ground and things to fight on. Like on the second point, on hybrid maps, the first point is a hold point which you capture on your own, and then you only have to get it to 1 point and then the end. Normal payload maps, you have to get it to 1 point, another point, and then the end. Like Watch Point Gibraltar is a good one for that. So it feels longer, the payload maps, because you have to move it more, but you don't have to capture a point. You can straight up move it as fast as you can. By the way, just a tip, you see a lot of teams having 4 or 5 people on the payload. It doesn't matter. it might say in the top corner 5 people around the payload, but the maximum, like if you stack one person it goes so fast, and 2 it gets faster, and 3 people is the maximum speed it can go. So if you have 3 people around it, that's the maximum speed it's going to get, even if you put more on. So you're better off getting just 3 and then 3 supporting round, moving around, getting kills. This looks like maybe a nice area. You keep seeing, there's got to be something to do with this bird, this map on it. If you look, missed it. Start with the smash. Oh my god, I'm so bad at stopping. There, that's the same bird as saw, black, yeah, white crest, yellow face. Definitely something to do with the bird. Nice painting. This could be a nice corridor to fight behind. This is, it looks like he goes through a window here, so there might be a way to get in and get behind him, or wherever this is on the map, maybe, because he goes through the window. This would be a good place for maybe Tracy to flank or Genji. I've seen a lot of maybe medium range fighting. I'm definitely saying that nobody's going to try and fight or end as table. They're just going to be peeking around the door. If there's a door around here, which I'm guessing there will be, there's going to be peeking doors. A fair will be effective because the splash range definitely jump rat, because if they come around the corners, trap them, blow the fuck out of him. Sorry for the swearing, but you will be able to. I hate doing that so much, but he's effective, as like really effective in his medium range situations, because you can bounce his grenades off of walls and things. There's some stairs. I'm guessing these lead up to like a high ground you can shoot down on the main area. See here, this is going to be a very effective place for maybe, if you can smash this maybe like fencing or wooden, whatever it is down. I'm feeling a Widowmaker, definitely. Torbjorn, Bastion. If you get a Reinhardt set up there with your Bastion, like nothing, it's going to be great. It's going to be a good time to be alive, really. If you're on defense, if you're on attack, it's going to be so AIDS. Because again, you can't deflect or anything like that, and there's no way. Obviously, you could flank, but it's going to be quite tough if you've got other players like in the mid area here, like in this area. Because if you've got, this is basically this is a night. I'm really liking this map because this reminds me of Hollywood, and the like one of like the end. It's not a very far approach though, at all. Like, because this is the end, and that's not very big. And I'm guessing these are the stairs where the payload comes down. It has to be, because I'm seeing light come through here, light shafts here, and a bit of like a lighty area here. So that's not very far, but that's going to be so AIDS to get down. Because if you've got people up here when you come around the corner, it's going to, because you can't fight these people here if you're fighting people here. Even if you're gonna, it's going to be like, in a competitive, you can't double stack Reinhardt, so you might have to have a diva as well to shield your team and kill. Because if there's a team here, you're shooting them from around this, covering yourselves from these here on this corner, and you're shooting these, you're going to have to kill these then move. But by the time you've killed them, I'd say either these are going to move, or I doubt you're going to kill maybe 2 of them. There's probably going to be 2, and then 2 at the back, maybe a Ryan and a Bastion, which would be my personal opinion. Like, I don't think that's going to be really, this is going to be like Numbani to push, but harder, because it's shorter, so there's more. I don't know. If you can kill them though, you're going to get it there so fast. So basically, if you can outslay them, there's no tactics. If you can just straight up outslay them, you've won. Especially on this map, because it's quite it looks big. The first bit looks very long, but the second bit looks so, look at how small that is. The end is probably where that star is. Look how small that is. It might be a bit different on video when you're playing and things, but that's so small, like unbelievably small. And pushing, that's going to be so difficult with like junk grenade and things spamming all over. But if you can get a team kill, you've won, basically. In my opinion, from what I'm witnessing from my previous experiences. See, this is inside the castle also. No, it's not that short, is it? At all. No, it's not. Ignore what I've just said. This is the first time analytically going through it. The door is here, so they've got to push around this. So it's kind of the same, maybe a bit shorter than Numbani. So they've got to come down. These 2 set of stairs are down this. I thought the door was where these stairs were here. I thought it does with these stairs were here and then here. But this is nice. They've added this feature where you can go there and there. Is that walled? That looks walled to me. Can't be, surely. There and there, because if you, like, all they can do is hide around this corner, so you can flank the corner, which is nice. Which is a nice feature they've added. They've at least made it good for the offense as well, because if you just had this straight blocking. They had nothing. You had nothing. I'm guessing, crossing my fingers, I now think it's a carbon copy of Numbani, but just different model. In a way, because I'm gonna put quite a bit of money on. See, on Numbani, it's kind of the same thing. So you know you're coming up the ramp of Numbani, and then you have that room with the vending machines in and the small health pack here. Straight down, round. It doesn't come round the back of them, no, but it comes around like a lot of the side of them. So people are going to try and hold this corner, and then you can come out long, but they've added a short bit as well, so you can counter the side. If they're holding here, or hold, like I'd say, I'd still come out there every time. But you know, and I'd say, you know, the staircase we saw around this here. No. There. This bit. No. This bit leads to the stairs. Allows you to put a bit of a flankeroonie up here, kill these so you can push the corner. In my opinion, I think that's what happened. I might be wrong, which I probably am, but it's just how I feel the game map would work, which is nice. It's a nice thing. Oh, it's just a computer table that you see back there. I'm guessing anyway. You can't see it, but you know. Look at that. Tell me that's not the sexiest thing you've ever seen. I think they should bring that out as a Reinhardt skin. I think they will do, you know. I think they will do. Because it looks very nice. Like, very, very, very nice. And Reinhardt's obviously clearly the leader of that Germany, of the city maybe, or of the humans in fact. He's obviously been there a while, like, because that's, get it now. The overgrown Bastion skin. Look, if we find one. There was one there, but they wanted a very good shot. Like here, the overgrown Bastion skin, like, which is a Agent Origins pack, is from this. Like you see the overgrown like Bastion. This looks very nice. So nice. I think that's it really. I think. Oh, you see, and then this corner. So you can, like, there is quite a bit of a flank. Like, this is the end, but you could like hide below and hide up top as well. So you could have like maybe McCree down here sniping, or a Reaper would be good because they're pushing this corner quite close, like very close. Push the corner close and destroy. I love what they've done. Like, they've stuck with the castle theme really, really nicely. Damn. We're gonna leave it there because you don't really want to see the end bit. They haven't announced they're gonna be bringing new skins or anything out, so that's the thing. Yep. Anything else I want to say? Anything else? I really don't think so. I don't. No. This is coming soon, so there's no release date, like I said. As always, guys, I really hope you've enjoyed this video. Something different to my channel. Instead of seeing Overwatch gameplay, something different, something new. I really hope you have enjoyed. I know I have. It's like such an I'm really enjoying the game. What they're doing to it, that map looks amazing. The new COD review, I won't be doing that because, you know, I'm not really into. Well, I'm into COD like a lot, and I want it to be good, but I don't want to. I'm not really a COD channel. You will be seeing COD from me though when I get an Elgato. I ain't got one at the moment. Not built Black Ops 3. When Infinite Warfare drops, I'll be playing that. I'll be doing a Road to Master Prestige, obviously, like I did, like, because when even if like I don't, it's a COD, I'll always buy it. Even if I like don't like it, I'll play it. You probably still will be seeing. You'll be seeing a bit of a drop on the content, like H1Z1 and things. Like not much. I might change it. I might add another scheduling, like a COD or a Battlefield one. So every 5 days there'll be 5 different videos. If you want that, let me know in the comments below what you want. If you want me to keep this and just drop maybe once a week in of COD, or maybe once every 2 weeks and then once a Battlefield, we'll see. I think that's all I've got to say, guys. Just like to thank you all for being here. As I said, like and subscribe, please. Beg you, please like and subscribe. Just show some support to me. I know that you're liking my content. And as always, guys, I'm Electric Reflex, and I'll see you in the next one.